The year 2007 went down in supercar history as the moment when the 400 km/h barrier ceased to be the domain of large corporations and became the goal of independent specialists. One of the most ambitious projects of this era was the 9FFF GT9, an extreme vehicle based on the Porsche 911, whose sole purpose was to prove that the right engineering could challenge the Bugatti Veyron. The GT9's genesis dates back to late 2006, when H&R presented the Mission 400 Plus, a modified 997 Generation 911 Turbo, designed to break the magical 400 km/h barrier. Soon, Dortmund-based tuner 9FF, already known for its uncompromising Porsche modifications, began pursuing a similar project. 9FF was no novice in the world of extreme performance. Back in 2004, their modified Porsche 911 Turbo reached 372 km/h, 230 km/h, an impressive feat in itself. Subsequent years brought further records. A reinforced 911 GT3 with 840 HP reached 388 km/h, 248 km/h, and in early 2006, the company made history by creating the world's fastest convertible, a 997 Generation 911 with a top speed of 381 km/h, 231 mph. These successes weren't goals in themselves, however, but rather preparations for a much greater challenge. 9FEF's ambition was to create a car that would genuinely challenge the Bugatti Veyron speed record and break the 400 km/h, 240 mph barrier. The GT9 project began long before its official unveiling. Work lasted approximately 2 years and involved a thorough redesign of the 997 generation Porsche 911 GT3. Although the starting point was stock, the final result bore little resemblance. The car received completely new aerodynamics, a lowered roof, and a significantly longer body, crucial for stability at extreme speeds. The body proportions were also altered to minimize drag and improve downforce. The GT9 was no longer a classic sports coupe, but a low, wide, and aggressive performer built solely for top speed. One of the most important design elements was weight reduction. By using lightweight materials and eliminating all unnecessary comfort features, the GT9's weight was reduced to just 1,330 kilograms. This is an impressive result considering the enormous engine, reinforced structure, and extensive cooling systems. The suspension, developed entirely by H&R, also played a key role. The high-performance setup, inspired by motorsport, ensured stability at speeds where most road cars lose control. The GT9's chassis was designed with a single goal in mind: maintaining control where the margin for error is practically non-existent. The braking system was equally impressive. All four wheels featured 38-centimeter discs, working with multi-piston calipers. This was absolutely essential given the car's potential speeds. The 19-inch rims were selected not only for durability, but also for aerodynamics and brake cooling. The overall package was complemented by wide, high-load tires designed to withstand extreme loads at speeds exceeding 400 km/h. The GT9 demonstrated that performance isn't just about power, but also the ability to safely control it. The heart of the 9FF GT9 was a six-cylinder boxer engine derived from a 3.6-liter Porsche unit. 9FF engineers bored it out to 4 liters and subjected it to a series of advanced modifications, including reinforced components and the use of a high-performance supercharger. The result was a power output of 987 horsepower, a figure that, just a few years earlier, seemed unattainable for a car based on a production Porsche. All this power was delivered exclusively to the rear axle via a 6-speed manual gearbox, further underscoring the uncompromising nature of the project. One of the key design decisions was to relocate the engine to a central position, ahead of the rear axle. This significantly improved weight distribution and stability at very high speeds. While this configuration differed from the classic 911 layout, it was necessary for the GT9 to maintain predictability at the limit. According to the designers, the car would accelerate from 0 to 100 km/h in approximately 3.2 seconds, and its top speed would reach up to 410 km/h. These parameters placed the GT9 among the absolute top supercars of the era. By the end of 2007, the project was completed, and preparations for the official land speed record attempt began shortly thereafter. Testing took place at the Papenburg track, known for its long straights, which allowed for extreme speeds. On April 10, 2008, the 9FF GT9 reached a speed of 409 km/h, 259 mph, a spectacular result that confirmed the effectiveness of the technical solutions adopted. Although not an official world record, this result secured the GT9's status as one of the fastest road cars of its era. The GT9's success also had an image-building dimension. It demonstrated that a small tuner with the right knowledge and technical resources could create a vehicle that rivaled the most advanced designs from major manufacturers. 9FF didn't attempt to copy Bugatti, but went its own way, building on the proven Porsche foundation and radically transforming it. The GT9 became a symbol of German engineering's uncompromising spirit and proof that the limits of performance are often a matter of courage and determination, not just budget. 9F's plans called for the construction of a limited series of 20 GT9s with a price tag of $476,000 each. The car was never intended for a general audience. It was aimed at collectors and enthusiasts of the absolute extreme. Today, the 2007 GT9 remains one of the most radical designs based on the Porsche 911 and a significant chapter in the history of the pursuit of speed. It was a car that proved that the 400 km/h barrier could be broken, not only by corporations, but also by visionaries operating outside the mainstream.